She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. His chin in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills.
So this is it. Philadelphia.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
Good game.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Flush to his right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Escaping the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, That hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. The man in motion is Brown. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Out to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen again. This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion left comes Brown. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 73 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Allen going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Come
Picked up
on.
by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. right where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. In motion left goes Smith. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Allen to throw it. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get a bit closer. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Allen rolling to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. With the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen going to keep it again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam
taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Hurts fumbles it. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. In motion right is Brown. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Bills 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On the move to his left, and his pass incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now Allen. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.